And if you have questions regarding onboarding or anything that I'm sharing, please let me know. And if you think your onboarding is completely awesome, I would love to hear more about it. Let me go ahead for Tip Tuesday. Okay, go ahead and pull up my notes. So if you are like most business owners, you are super excited about getting new clients. But if you have a complicated process, which you probably do because you are a service professional or you have more involved work that you do with your clients, you have a lot of work when it comes to onboarding. So when somebody joins you as a new client, it's very exciting to start out, but then you realize how much work is involved to get them going. So we want to work on some ways to make your onboarding a little bit easier, and I wanted to share 4 tips for making your onboarding a breeze. And so first off, you want to make sure that when you are building out your onboarding process, that you know the process that your client is going to go through from start to finish. From when they start working with you through, the process of working with you, what information they need to give to you in the process, what's expected of them, if they have deadlines, if they have to have certain calls with you and chats with you during certain milestones in the project. Make sure that you have a clear picture of what that looks like. If you are new to drawing it out, you can definitely pull out your trusty notebook and start drawing out, making it look pretty. If you are fancier, you can use things like Lucid Charts or I Love Draw.io. It lives in Google Drive, it's free, and it helps you create those system maps that help you understand what a client is doing with you, how they're interacting with you, and really refining your process. So going back to onboarding actually is improving your process to begin with and being really clear about what a client's going to get, how they work with you, and all of that fun stuff. I see some people jumping on, so if you are have any questions about onboarding, make sure you comment them below. And if you're just checking us out, totally fine too. But if you have questions as I'm talking, please let me know. So again, making sure that you know what the process looks like, draw that out, draw a picture so that you're able to clearly communicate to a client what working with you looks like. So that'll first start out the process of helping them just better understand what to expect. So they're not asking a lot of questions, not a lot of back and forth when you're onboarding, because most of the time they commit to you, they pay, they sign their contracts, and then you don't talk to them for a week or two, sometimes even a month. I don't know how to turn that off. So basically, once you understand what the process is, it's easier to communicate to your clients what to expect, and also better anticipate their needs ahead of time. So once you know what the process looks like, you know what working with you looks like, it's easier to communicate to the clients exactly what's going to happen when, the 2 weeks that you're working with them, the 1 hour that you're working with them, the 6 months, 12 months, all of that stuff, so that you have that information to them as soon as they commit, as soon as they pay their invoices and sign their contracts. They know what to expect. That saves a lot of conversation back and forth and gives you more time back. So if that's the first part, is just understanding what to communicate with them. And then once you have that process in place, the next step is to boil it down. Can you build it into a 1G? Can you create a welcome guide for them? Can you do something along the lines of just helping them understand what that looks like? If they have to schedule several sessions with you, can you give them all in one location, all the different ways that they need to schedule and your scheduler, and maybe the questions that you have for them before you get started, or if you have links to all of the the documents they need to fill out, or if they need to give you access to their accounts, things like that. Make sure you can get that all into one place. If it's a document, if it's a questionnaire, I love Dubsado for questionnaires because you can embed your scheduler, you can ask questions, you can map that to their client file and have all that information in one place. So once you know what the process is, it's easier to boil it down and give them step-by-step instructions and know what to expect, and also gather all that information so that you're ready to work with them when it's time to work with them. The next thing is you want to make sure that you're able to anticipate questions. First, you know what the process is, you can boil down the process. The third thing is to be able to anticipate the questions they're going to have. No matter how much it makes sense to you, it may not make sense to them. They really need to understand why they're doing certain things, why it's important to go through the process of understanding their needs before working with you, or understanding what they're expecting out of you, or helping them get to the next level. A great way to figure out what those frequently asked questions are is to go through your emails from the last 4 or 5 clients and see what recurring themes you get. What questions are you getting from them? Are they asking, why they need information? Are they asking, what's are the next steps, or when you're supposed to talk with them next? What are the things that happen that you're constantly getting questions about? Anything that you would generally create a canned email for of, in response to your email, this is what you get, or in response to your email, this is what to expect, or in response to your email, I'm not available on Sundays at noon. So those are the types of things that you would normally be sending out to clients as emails or responses. Boil that down and add that into your welcome guide, add that into your onboarding process so that they understand what the process is because you know what the process is. You're able to boil it down in a way that makes sense for them, and you can condense what the needs are so they understand at a glance exactly what they're supposed to do, and then also anticipate those questions that you might be getting from them so you can either refine your verbiage in your welcome guide or also create a frequently asked questions section in your welcome guide. And the final piece is to make sure that you're keeping a personal touch with your clients. If you're not talking to them for 2 months because they got on your calendar, they have a whole bunch of homework to do, and you're not going to talk to them until they have all the information to you or their start date, you want to make sure that you're keeping them in the loop, that you're keeping them motivated to get the information. If they have a laundry list of things that need to be done, make sure that you have that information and you're giving it to them on a consistent basis. If you have like a nurture sequence for new clients, hey, we have 6 weeks, so every week I'm going to send you an email of how you should break down those 6 weeks and what information you should be getting on a consistent basis. Or, I want to keep you motivated that, even though you're not going to see me for a week and a half, here are some things that is going to happen when you work with me. Here's the benefits of working with me, again, just so you keep, excited about what's going to happen. Or, just make sure that even if you're just dropping in videos, checking in with them on a consistent basis. So part of that onboarding process is not just setting those boundaries and expectations and anticipating needs, but it's also just keeping in contact with them, even if it's just hey, checking in, letting you know, I'm excited to work with you in 2 weeks, and here's where you should be at in the process. So those are some of the 4 ways that you can improve onboarding. And if you spend the time and really do the work now, later on it'll be so much easier because the next time you get a new client, you just put them through your process. Either it's automated or it takes you 5 minutes because everything's already laid out, and then you have more time for more clients, you have more time to onboard, or just give them a better experience, or most of all, maybe get some more clients because now you have free time. I hope these 4 steps have been very helpful for you with the onboarding process. If you need more help with your onboarding process, if you need more help with your systems in general, or are finding that all of these things sound great in theory, but you really just don't know where to start, let's chat. You can check out my website, growwithjen.com/start/here, or just growwithjen.com. You'll see the start here button. And it'll tell you the 4 different ways that I work with you and how I can help you out. It goes from a 1-hour consult session all the way up to a full implementation, and I'm happy to work with clients in between and create something that works best for your needs. I'm really passionate about creating a great client experience and create a more pleasant experience for you to build your business and thrive in your business, and I look forward to helping you out. I will be back tomorrow for What Would You Do Wednesdays, so if you have questions, make sure that you either message them to me or email me at hello@jenrudd.com, and I will go ahead and answer them in my Facebook group and on my Facebook page, which is Grow with Jen. And I'm happy to answer any questions if you have something about systems, about processes, about technical support, anything like that. I'm happy to answer those in What Would You Do Wednesday. And so I hope you have a great rest of your Tuesday, and I will talk to you soon.